Yes, we know them lose again. Papa Nas, they know that them lose again. Yo, this is your Sugar King Malaki representing for the number one master. Yo, Papa Nas, light up number one. I want their number one.
Gogo,
Who goes?
Gogo, Gogo,
Brown.
Gogo.
The daughter.
Hi good people, and welcome back to Shifting News, a great channel with amazing views and wonderful videos. Thank you to all our returning supporters. You have been with us, you have supported us until we have attained 5,000 subscribers, and we congratulate you for being with us. And to our new visitors, make sure you join this community by subscribing, hitting the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. And in this video, I'm joined with my friend. I think you have seen him in most of the videos, but today you won't see his face because we're just doing a random drive. Just say hi to people.
Okay, hi everybody. We are now a community. We'll be taking through one of our episodes today, and I hope that you're going to enjoy everything.
So we are starting from Kariobangi Roundabout. That is along Outer Ring Road.
Yes.
And right now we are flowing. This is Uruma on the left, and on the right is Kariobangi.
Yes.
So do you have some information maybe about this section that we are covering now?
Okay, actually one of the things we'll notice that these are one of the roads which are expanded, but now running between Kariobangi South constituency and Huruma. So Kariobangi is one of the busiest industrial areas in Nairobi. Okay. Actually, we have some of the busiest industries there. It's called Kariobangi Light Industry. They deal with almost everything from electronics to mechanical items. And the other thing which actually our viewers will see as we head forth, there is another market which is called Kariobangi South Market.
On the right?
Yes, on the right hand side, which is very busy. Most of the items sold there are apparels. Those are clothes for uniforms and weddings and all that.
So do you mean affordability when you go to that place? Affordability is an assurance?
Yes, actually most of the items there from my personal experience are cheaper compared to the market. Also from the light industry, also the items there are also cheaper compared to when you buy them from ordinary market within Nairobi.
So viewers, I think we're using the slip road. We didn't take the main road because the main road will take us up to Allsops.
Yes.
But this video we are going to Lakisama. So probably we are using the public means.
Yes.
And probably that's the reason why they are diverting using this route.
And where we are now is a place called Riverside.
It's because of the river?
I think mostly because of the river, because there's a river passing there. Although it's a mainly residential area.
Okay.
And not like a Kariobangi South light industry. And so we have residential areas and then the marketplaces. You can see them along the way.
Yeah. So, and now we are going to just, I think we have diverted. I don't know how they maneuver this section, like we have seen just how the driver has maneuvered. Or is it a coordinated driving section?
I think it's our Kenyan way of doing things. ordinarily, if we follow traffic rules, our driver was supposed to go up to Allsops and then come back with the right hand side of the driveway. But now, because of
Shifting
the
news.
speed and the rest,
Explore,
that's why they deviate and use
feel,
under
shift.
So I think there was a provision for that.
that one. Yes, they're supposed to use Allsops roundabout.
But this one, there seems to have, they must have an agreement with the security, is it the traffic?
we are forced to live that way.
Yeah.
Yes, so we break some rules along the way.
So this is the Riverside estate. Is it an estate?
We call it estate.
Yeah.
There's a mixture of both apartments, and we also have slum-like residential areas. So along the way, that's why you can see some buildings of higher quality compared to others.
Okay.
But again, generally, this is an area with lower income residential houses. Yes, so it's not very expensive compared to most of the places in Nairobi.
So have you ever toured this section maybe previously?
I've personally gone to these places looking for a home. I was looking for a house back in 2018. So that's why I can talk of how much the prices are not very high.
And I can see the roads, like it's tarmac, but we are now still within the estate.
Yeah, it's one of the benefits we are enjoying in Kenya since the Uhuru government took over. So most of the roads within estates had to be upgraded. So that's why you find that this was not the case back almost 10-15 years ago.
Okay.
Yes, so but nowadays we are enjoying the fruits of good governance.
So for our viewers who stay in these sections, could you tell us maybe more details of the area in terms of amenities, in terms of, do you call them social what?
Yes, we have those social amenities. Some of them you might not see along in our episode here, like schools, churches are hidden, hospitals, playgrounds, we might not cover them, but they are there. Maybe some people from those areas can maybe mention in which areas they are just inside the estate.
And so what do you relate with Mau? We had a video where we had, I was asking about the coming up of this real estate. So there are too many. Do you think the demand is still high?
Actually, overall in Kenya, especially in the cities, there is a high demand for housing. Yes, so for us to have slums cropping up is because people really need quality houses. But now the supply isn't up to par, plus the prices are not affordable for most people.
So you can't go wrong with real estate.
Real estate investment in Kenya is a hot cake. Yes, it's a very ready market.
Like in our video when we were going to Naivasha, Samuel just gave me an example of Seoul, that is in Japan. A very, I think, is it? No, Seoul is in South Korea.
In South Korea, yes.
Yeah, he was describing like back then in 1970s, it was just a mere town. Maybe you can compare it to Githunguri in Kenya.
Wow.
But now it is very developed. And he related that to the coming up of real estate. Yeah.
So I think we are heading that way.
Okay, let's hope so.
We are heading that way, and for those who are familiar with the Kenyan economy, plus since the new government took over, we have a lot of attention in the construction industry.
So we are now joining, I believe this is Baba Dogo Road. Have you toured this area?
I've been to this place, but just passing by in a matatu.
Oh, and I can see that is the Saj Raj Limited. Is it a company?
Yeah, that's a company. It's one of the largest companies in Kenya, dealing with the construction of motor vehicle bodies and trailers.
So what is famous about Baba Dogo? I don't know. Is Baba Dogo just a name, a Swahili name, or is there a relationship maybe to something?
Actually, Baba Dogo has a very funny history. It's a name given to one of the Indian business people in Kenya. He was really generous, dealing with some army supplies.
So that means that person was the first to occupy this area.
Crazy enough, yes, there were people living there, but I think because of how famous he was, with how generous he was to the community, that's why they called him. And if you check, Baba Dogo is a Swahili name. It means a small god, because Baba is a father and then God, Dogo is a small, so it's like a small father. Because of how good he was to the people.
Okay. So, and I think mainly I can see that a lot of buildings, industrial. So are they go downs?
So we can see that along this way we've moved more from the residential areas, and we have industries along the way, companies and institutions. Like now we've just passed the Catholic Church in Baba Dogo. So this is one of the areas where would be considered one of the major employers in Kenya. So offering employment to people from Kariobangi and the surrounding slums, people from Baba Dogo and the other side of Huruma. So that is one of the things that we notice. There's this amalgamation of residential areas and then the industrial parks.
And when we have industrial parks, does it mean maybe the areas surrounding mostly the houses are maybe affordable?
To some extent, if you look at the structure of cities, the way they are from the CBD going outside,
yes,
the next cluster after industries is always residential areas, and most of them are low-income residential areas before you go to the leafy suburb.
Okay.
So most definitely the houses around here are of affordable prices, in order to cater for the people who are coming to offer unskilled and semi-skilled labor force to these industries.
But something unique I note about most of the places we visit is about the roads. Okay, like you can see, yes, this is not a so developed region, but the roads. Si zile za matope tu ati utasema not good roads.
Yes, and that's another attribute again to our Kenyan government, which is doing a lot. Because back then, some years back, not even so far, around 15 years ago, most of these were untarmacked roads. So the quality of life around here wasn't as high as it is now.
Okay.
Yes, because movement of vehicles, and again from our trip you could see that we have matatus going deeper into the estate, something that might not have been possible back then.
Yeah.
Because of the ease of movement.
And especially this one is enhanced. I think there was when a fire erupts, maybe in some of the sections, accessibility becomes an issue. So probably it could be one of the reasons why most of the roads had to be developed.
Yeah, that is true, because if you can cite some of the examples, some areas where fire would erupt,
yes,
you have emergencies, and then the fire truck could not even access the scene. But now with this improvement, at least we can talk of response to such disasters is easier than before.
Would you prefer coming to stay this side?
We all have a taste. It would depend on the reason why I want to move in. If I'm working around here, I would definitely consider it, because issues with traffic in Nairobi, plus the escalating cost of traveling and commuting.
Yes.
So security in these areas is not perfect, yes, but it's improved to some extent.
Yeah, it's not like those olden days where you tell a person I'm living in Kariobangi or I'm going to live in Dandora or Kayole. Person tells you, hey, it becomes like a red flag.
Yes, it was mainly due to unemployment. But now you see, with such opportunities being availed, some number of youths are absorbed in the employment sector, and so just a few are left. But that doesn't mean that you should move freely around here. There's some time limit.
And there are some sections you need to be very careful, especially if you are there by or after 10 p.m.
Yes, past 10 p.m. for some regions.
Yeah.
Others from as early as 7, especially if you go deeper, further away from the main road. Because those areas, you see, the quality of life reduces as you move further away from the industries and the main road.
So we can relate maybe security issues to the escalating maybe unemployment issues.
That is one of the reasons.
Okay. So I think for our viewers, I hope you are enjoying this video. You can see the road networks. We are actually moving towards Lakisama. Have you heard of Lakisama?
It's a common name, but I've not been there. but it's an opportunity that we are going to be there.
There are some names when you hear, it's a connection between Lucky and Summer. So I don't know if there was Summer in these areas and it was Lucky.
That research we leave to our viewers, and also in the comment section we'll talk about it maybe.
And for those who live in these areas, tell us the unique features that attracted you to these sites.
And something that you can note is that the number of public vehicles as we go deeper reduces. Like right now we are meeting mainly personal vehicles along the way. They're not as many as they were back then, back there. So
and maybe as we go, like now you can see the road is not that good. So I don't know if it's the county government or the Kenya rural, what do you call it? The Kenya urban
Kera.
No, Kera is for rural.
Kera is for rural.
We have Kura.
Kura, those abbreviations. And you see these areas are again very busy.
Yeah.
We've just passed the Alpha Industry, which is another company in Kenya, does well. But now maintenance of the roads is another issue which needs to be addressed.
So can we attribute that to maybe this road being busy and maybe the heavy usage of vehicles, or do you call a spade, the contractor?
The roads are bad actually, but if we think of it, if it's one road from where we are coming from at the Riverside Junction,
yes,
it must be of the same standard. So why is this side poorer than where we're coming from?
So do we say the contractor?
We talk about the contractor because they have to foresee how much that road is going to be in use for them to determine the quality. Yes.
Though as much as we may say the road is bad, but accessibility is still enhanced because we are still moving.
Yes, we are still moving.
So apart from the potholes here and there, but I hope I don't know if this is the county government or the CDF, the constituency, or the ward management supposed to deal with these roads.
It's a fight which we'll continue having as long as we have blame game in the political arena, because someone is responsible for something. So even if it's the county government or the national government, that person is supposed to be responsible.
Yeah.
Yes, so because the funds are always provided. And you see, Kenyans are very hardworking people. Along all this route, we find people doing business without considering whether the roads are good or not.
True.
And whether the population is high or not. So they know why they're there. So Kenyans are very hardworking people.
And the houses, they prevent the expansion of these roads. Yes. And you can see there are no pedestrian walkways.
You've noted something very important there, because if it's a well-designed estate, there should be that provision for pedestrians.
Yeah.
But now, since the roads were constructed after the buildings were already in existence, so they just had to manage with what's available.
So our viewers, we are now in Lucky Summer, and we just appreciate for your support, for always being here, always eager to view our next video, and we thank you. So what I can say is thank you for viewing this video up to this far. Make sure you like it, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. So Walter, what can you tell maybe as a final word to our viewers?
Okay, I'm always impressed when you have a tour along any road in Kenya. And now that you're getting deeper into the estates and leaving the highway, which you're already used to, you can see there's that quality of content in terms of now the businesses running. Those are socioeconomic activities. So like what we've covered today gives a very big picture of the normal life of Kenyans.
Yes.
So we see how people run their businesses, how people commute. We have the residential houses, how they look. So this is one of the best videos I think we have.
Okay.
Yes, and it's doing well.
Thank you, and make sure you come back for our next video.
Thank you so much. We'll be looking forward to their comments.
Shifting News. Explore, feel, shift.